You've had 3 liters of water today? Look at this guy. This guy pees.
Ew.
It's Lucid's fault.
I can tell him I rolled my eyes pretty hard.
She did, dude. She rolled her eyes so fucking hard. He asked me if I was hydrated, and then I sat here thinking about water. Now I want water. He's the monster, not me.
Me, over here.
Yeah, past that.
Are you brave, Shinobi?
No.
I like to think so.
It's those Tsui and Akiyama samurai. Always getting drunk, causing trouble. Thieves, everyone.
Not all of them. There are some good samurai out there.
They stole my only ox, sold it, and spent the profit on new katana to trouble us with. And not only that, they threaten other farmers for their livestock. They want our children as collateral.
The people here work hard. You deserve to live in peace.
Then cut these samurai criminals down. Thin their numbers. I will reward you.
I will. With or without a reward.
This chick said, I will pay you to murder samurai. Look how many Jizo statues there are.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
At first I was like, dang, that's a lot. And then I realized that's not the response.
That is not the response I was looking for, Cabby. You wonder if they could do an Assassin's Creed set in the Byzantine Empire at its height? Oh. Yeah, okay. So like 9th, 10th century kind of thing. The Golden Age is generally considered to be between 641 and 1025. Huh. I was about to say they did have a game during the Byzantine Empire. But that was in the 1500s, I think, because it was, or 1400s. Because it was Assassin's Creed Revelations. Took place in Constantinople. But that was also not the height of the Byzantine Empire.
と?
Enough.
That lady's mad at me. No way. Really? They should make a song about that so people can remember that. I mean, you're not wrong, Adam, but I mean, when you differentiate the two sections of the Roman Empire as the Holy Roman Empire and the Byzantine Empire, saying that the Holy Roman Empire fell in 476 seems accurate. I think it's less of a they're factually incorrect and more of a God, I don't know the wording I'm looking for here. More like an oversight in clarification. I mean, I don't disagree with you. When I was learning about the Roman Empire, I was specifically taught, maybe I had better history teachers, but I was specifically taught that the Roman portion, as in the part with Rome, had reached the end of its life, essentially. Whereas the Byzantine portion of the Roman Empire, which was still Roman in the aspect of... That's the other confusing part, because you have Romans as the empire's citizens, and then you had Romans from Rome. And using the same term to define two definitely different groups of people leads to confusion. I gotta find this last shrine.
Let me know if you require anything.
It is something to also keep in mind, though, is that the same Roman Empire that existed in 250 BC was not the same Roman Empire that existed in 1000 AD. Like, even culturally, they were not the same. There were significant enough changes that, you know, you could consider them to have changed. Like, the American culture is not the same today as it was in 1700, right? So, Bright Eyes runs with a blinding gleam like sunlight dancing on disturbed water. Tar has the coat so dark it is said to blend in with the silk of night. I want that one.
Yeah, I was like, I like tar.
Yeah.
You will return, I know it.
Let's go ahead and buy that. Where am I? I'm there. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, I will say I was disappointed that you don't learn as much, or at least I didn't learn as much about the Constantinople portions of the Roman Empire. Because as soon as Rome becomes like no longer the center of the Roman Empire, that's essentially when we stop educating kids about it. They're like, and then that was it. And you're like, well, there's more to it than that. Oh, damn it. There's one up here.
horsemen will take up the rear. We search now. At my signal, flank the enemy here. You test my patience. Colin, help me search. Only cowards hide in the shadows.
Well, I marked it, but where did it go? There it is, I see it. That finished that? That did finish it. Yay! Fast travel. Oh yeah, it's because I'm in a technically a combat zone. Yeah, I've always found history extremely interesting. Even in like middle school and stuff, I was all like, okay, yeah, this is a subject I can get behind. I like this. You originally studied to be a history teacher? Nice. My best friend did that. Glad Cappy wasn't watching that.
There was.
She would have been mad.
What'd you do?
I saw a bunny.
Did you throw a thing at it? Did it die? Okay. You're forgiven this time, but just barely.
Animals are apparently immune to damage in this game. Which, I mean, was very disappointing because it was a good throw.
I'm just gonna ignore you now.
Oh, I tried to kill little bunny Foo Foo. Okay. Four pages. You know, I read somewhere the other day that one of the rumored game Assassin's Creed games that they're working on right now is a like modern recreation of Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood and Revelations. I'd buy that. Not just a re-release, but like a full rebuild of the games. Assassin's Creed didn't suck you in until Origins. Black Flag was okay, but I like once they added more RPG aspects. That makes sense. I got more into it at Origins and Odyssey. I really liked the Ezio storyline, though. The Ezio storyline was... You mean Altair might be able to swim in the future? Well, Altair does not appear in Assassin's Creed 2 or Brotherhood. He just barely appears in Revelations, but that's not really Altair, right? It's... Spoiler alert. It looks like him, but it ain't him. I still think, I still hold firm to the thought that story-wise, Altair was the best assassin in any of the games. Ezio was the most impactful on the Assassin's Brotherhood as a whole, and then neither of them are my favorite assassin.
Who's there? I'll do the same to you!
Is it Desmond? Ew, no. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not pleased that they got rid of Desmond. He was my favorite future person. Oh, this is a Yasuke one. I'll be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about, Adam. I'm guessing that's from a DLC or something? Yeah. I never played any of the DLCs for Valhalla because I couldn't finish the fucking game. The goddamn game never ended. My camera's gone dark? Yeah, I turned off one of my lights so I can actually see my monitor for this section. So like I can, I'm here and I'm gone again. But yeah, like, I had 150 hours or something like that into Valhalla, and I still hadn't finished the main game. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, when does this game end? It was like the game had... Let me do this. It felt like the game had 5 or 6 main plot storylines going on at the same time, and it had no idea how to wrap any of them up. and it would constantly switch you between one and another. And I'm just like, I'm like halfway through the game, I had lost the plot. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just wandering into random towns and murdering people. I don't know who half of these people are, how they're connected to my story. They needed a better, like a better story process than what they did in that game. It just, I'll eventually go back and play through Valhalla and like sit down and beat it and do all the DLC, but it's gonna be a while. That was actually one of the things I did not like from Assassin's Creed Odyssey as well. Was Cassandra with the spear. Like, when she showed up at the end of Odyssey, and in the future timeline, and she's just like, you're there with whatever her name is, the girl from the future timeline, and then, like, a door opens on the side of the room, and Cassandra walks out, and I'm just like, done. You lost me. I can guarantee you from the Cassandra I was playing, she would not have done this. She would have checked out a long time ago. Can't tell me she's been alive just hiding for like 1,000 years. Odyssey had great gameplay, but it suffered from the same problem as Valhalla. It was too black and white. You never had a moment where you had to wonder if you were actually a bad guy. I don't find that that's a problem, because I've only found that I had that organically. I've wondered that about my assassin in like a couple of the titles. That hasn't even been a big deal for me. Is that like a centralized point that you look for in all of the games? Because I haven't. Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to explain to me, at what point in Assassin's Creed 2 do you wonder if you're the villain? Or Brotherhood? I'm gonna need you to explain that one to me, because I missed that if that was the case. Cappy, they're putting sliding puzzles into my Assassin's Creed game.
I'm sorry. Can you tell him to stop?
Yes. Climb the rock, Yasuke. It's knee-high. Climb it. Oh my god. Fine, climb the box and jump over. Jesus. I don't understand why he can't climb this fucking rock. So wait, clarify something for me, Adam. When you say the first 3 games, what titles are you referring to? Okay, so you're not counting Brotherhood or Revelations. Oh. When is that moment in Assassin's Creed 2? I know the moment in Assassin's Creed 1. That one's easy. You're guessing the whole goddamn game. That you might actually be the bad guy. And then it turns out, no, you're the good guy, you just work for the bad guy. Because very early in Assassin's Creed 2, they assassinate your father and your 2 brothers. Thank you, Cappy.
You're welcome.
That takes place like in the first 3 or 4 hours of the game. Yeah, that doesn't move hardly at all. Oh, I didn't take that as if they thought they were bad guys. I just took that as like normal regret, like these bad guys were very bad people and we had to kill them and what we did was called for, but we really wish we hadn't killed so many other people along the way. I don't think I would actually like chalk that up to are we the baddies? I don't know. I didn't really need the game to, at least me personally. I didn't need the game to give me a moral. Yo! I just thought you brought me a soda. Holy crap. Lights back on. Okay, he figured it out. Yeah, that's never necessarily been a requirement for me personally in the Assassin's Creed series, a moral quandary. I think, at least in Cassandra's case, I haven't played enough of Valhalla or remember enough of it to really make an educated guess on that one. But in Odyssey's case, I think because she learns very quickly that, I guess the moral quandary in that one is, do you support the Romans or do you support the Greeks, right? Spartans and Athenians, yeah, sorry. That's kind of the moral quandary in Odyssey, because neither of them are good. You know, they both are doing evil shit. But like, as far as establishing the fact that the people she's going after are evil, it's all the people that treat her and her friends at the very beginning of the game like dog shit. Right? Because even the guy she works for at the very beginning of the game, she knows is not a great guy. That guy's smoking a cigarette? Anyway, it looked like the dude went like this, and then smoke came out of his mouth. And I'm like, I guess he could have been like trying to cover his mouth, and then like he breathed out fogged air because it's cold outside, but it just... Yeah. But it looked like he went... Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Let me pet you. Hi. He's trying to play with me. I want to play with you too, puppy. Come here, puppy. Yes.
You are a friendly beast, are you not?
Now you can place them, can't you, at your hideout?
Yep.
You are not permitted.
I'm sorry. Did you just say I'm not permitted?
You'll fall like that.
I didn't want to come in here, but since you denied me entry... I'm the juggernaut, bitch! You cannot tell me where I can and cannot go. I will agree that the games that have a more questionable moral story arc in them, it makes for an interesting storyline. But I don't necessarily believe that it's a requirement to make a good Assassin's Creed game. I think sometimes a straight up black and white revenge story that just turns out to lean well into a Assassin's Creed game is pretty good. How's the new Assassin's Creed game? Very good. I only have one complaint.
Welcome to the AwesomeMattG Yabusame Arena. Shoot the wooden targets on the left side of the truck from horseback. Think you can do that?
Yes.
I am ready.
I will count down from 3, 2, 1, go!
That went well.
I got it right at the last second. It was in the bush.
Excellent! Oh, I have seen few improve so much, so quickly.
Moonlight. What a cool horse name. I'm gonna change his name to Winston. What's the complaint? You cannot run up a 5-foot hill in this game. Every building in the game is on a hill that's about 5 feet off the ground, and the game prevents you from climbing a 5-foot hill. It's extremely annoying. That's fucked up. Yeah, I'm exaggerating, but it feels that way. It feels like everything is on a hill. It feels like the correct path to get to the item is always on the opposite side of the hill from where you approach it from. And it always spirals around the hill, because, I mean, that's how you would build roads to the top of a hill, right? That makes sense. But it just gets old. It's just like, man, can't I just fucking climb this hill? Like, I'm an assassin. Let me climb the fucking hill. Okay. So what are we doing story-wise? Well, their whole thing is the hill is too steep, so you scamper up the hill a little ways, and then the game forces you to turn around and slide back down part of the hill. All right, let's... Where is this? Reported in Tamba, Yamato, and Omi. Yamato, Naro Heartland. She can be spotted near the paddy fields at night. Nara Heartlands. Where's the Nara Heartlands? Nara Heartlands, near the paddy fields. Like here? Let's go find out. Yeah, like I said, I am exaggerating how bad it is, but it feels... as you're playing it, it feels worse than it actually is. I'm gonna run over here so you'll watch me climb a couple of hills. Watch I get all the way out there and they don't slide once. Yeah, see, here I'm sliding. So I would not be able to climb this hill the opposite direction. So like in previous games, you see this hill right here? Previous games, that hill, no problem. Easy. In this game, no way in hell. Couldn't do it. Even if I switch to Nawe, like let's switch to Nawe, who's the actual assassin. She's smaller, lighter, more nimble, has climbing tools on her belt. Still can't climb it. I can use the climbing tools in a city, can't use them out in the wilderness. Look at that. And we slid down half the hill. And this happens summer or winter, doesn't matter. Season makes no difference. Plus, the minimum slide animation has a defined length, even if the amount you have to slide is not that far. So sometimes I've slid down a hill, and then I'll reach the bottom, and then I'll start sliding up the other side because the animation hasn't finished yet. That being said, Ubisoft said they're releasing a parkour overhaul patch in June. Because this has been a big complaint from the majority of the community. Has been like, why the fuck can't I climb a fucking hill? Every other assassin has been able to do this. She even has climbing hooks. Like, if I can find a building that she can attach to. None of these buildings are built this way. Are these the rice paddies? Maybe these are the rice paddies. This feels like nighttime. This isn't the first Assassin's Creed game they've worked on. See, that's where I have to probably disagree with you. I bet you anything, this is the first Assassin's Creed game that these specific developers have worked on. Because, like, how else do you screw up a basic fundamental thing like that, right? Maybe she needs the yodeler song from The Price is Right to climb the mountain. This is the rice paddies, right? South of the Nara Heartland. She can be heard near the paddy fields at night. Maybe it's this? I'm gonna head southwest. And then we'll hit, once I hit the paddy fields, I'll head towards the purple marker.